Hey everybody, and welcome back to Emerald Coast. It is the last day of autumn. It is day 12. And I have to tell you, it is finally dried out. We went ahead and got all of our soybeans harvested the other day. Uh, the day we recorded the video. It's day 9. And then we went and wasn't starting to rain yet. It was getting dark. But I went ahead and started harvesting the corn on both on field, what is it, field 2 and field 12, and started harvesting that, and basically then it started to rain, so we stopped our harvesters and everything, put the grain away into the bin or covered it up with the tarp, and it's been raining since then, basically. Stopped raining just about, well, it stopped raining the next morning, day 10. Then the crop never dried out. We had wet crop all the way up until the rain started again. And then it rained into the evening. So that basically day 10 was a wash. Nothing really could be done as far as fields to be harvested. Day 11, we had a wet crop most of the day. Dried off for a little bit, but we had to care for our animals and everything. So we didn't get back out there. Then it started raining again. Finished raining late last night, and just a little bit ago, finally lost the wet crop icon. So I'm over here in my new Mack truck. Nice light blue. Kind of complements, I think, the milk skin on our new milk tank. We can haul quite a lot of milk. Make $16,000 a trip. It takes a couple days to fill up our milk. When we do get it filled up, we can get a good $16,000 out of that. That has brought us out of the out of debt. We were a little bit in debt with animal maintenance, vehicle maintenance, and whatnot over the last few days. But hauling the milk has brought us out of debt. Got a fair bit of crop we can sell, so I am not worried at all about money as far as that goes. What I do want to do is go ahead and get this guy started. Because I'm a little curious to see what the ground moisture is going to do. I think we may basically be messing up our cornfields, trying to harvest ground this wet. 48%. Let's see. Fire you off. Get him going. Take our truck back up here and drop him off. And we're going to get our pickup. I think is up here at the farm. We'll run down and get our other harvester up and running. And pretty much we're going to be we're going to harvest corn until either it's midnight or we get done. We've got 3 fields to bring in, so not as many fields as we had with our soybeans, but we were able to get our soybeans in, thankfully, because we did have 2 harvesters running. If we only had 1 harvester to bring the soybeans in, I suspect we would have left some beans on the ground and then really been in a pickle today with needing to get the rest of our soybeans off the ground and needing to get 3 fields of corn harvested, all in basically 12 hours. We're going to use our Mac here. In the wintertime, we're going to use it to haul some hay off the sale. And we might pick up the logging trailer for it as well. So I did see pickup over here. So let's head on over here, and I need to check and see what kind of compaction we are doing on this field up here. Might just hold out till late in the day to see if we might be able to have the ground dry out just a little bit, which may keep us from putting a lot of compaction down on the ground. Just have to see, we just got started with our corn harvest before we ran into issues with the rain. Medium compaction. I'm gonna let him sit for a bit. So what do you? All right, you are providing low or medium compaction, light compaction, which is fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and just use this truck. So we got this one covered with a tarp. Corn, the grain in this one is perfectly fine. Ahead and drive on over here to our cornfield. Not overly worried about the New Holland harvester doing compaction on the fields, because we've got to plow that field anyway. And the act of plowing the field will get rid of medium compaction. I mean, plowing is the ultimate decompaction tool. So if you have even heavy compaction, plowing will allow you to basically erase that compaction. Head on over here. See the Drainage in this field is rather suspect. You have areas of mud you have to deal with. You can see that it was saying medium compaction. Like I said, we haven't plowed this field, so it's the equivalent of having heavy compaction already on it. So you don't really need to worry too much about it. But I'd rather not compact the other field if I didn't have to. Simply because I'd rather not have to plow that field if I don't have to plow it. Just save us a little bit of time this winter. We're getting about 147 bushels an acre off of this particular field. Now, I know that real life, I think a good yield is like 200 to 230 or 260 or something. 147, it could be a little better. Then again, we don't have this field plowed. And I wanted to tell you, the yield, since I'm remembering, the yield on field 16, which was the soybean field that we didn't have plowed, we were only getting about 75 bushels an acre off of that field. And if you remember, we were getting 103 or something off of the plowed fields with 3 stages of fertilization. That was pretty significant difference in yields, those two. I just wanted to update you all on that. All right. Yep, 147. 147 bushels an acre. Reason I skipped a lane here is to provide a lane for the pickup to unload when we need to get this thing unloaded. Do know that we seem to be able to go up, back, and up a little bit before we're full. Of course, now we are at the other end of the field, the way it's tapering off there. Now we are kind of shortening the field as we go along. Well, guys, what I think I'm going to do to try to tell the whole story of this particular corn harvest is I think I'm going to jump forward until we are just about done, and will either be pitch black and near midnight, or it will be we'll be done ahead of schedule. But like I said, we're going to work here till either the day is done because the job's over, or the day is done because we just ran out of time. The clock is set at 5 times speed. I am not going to change it even if it would mean getting all the corn harvested by slowing it down. Because, you know what, sometimes in farming, you just don't have enough time. And in theory, I think with this geo, probably would be good to be able to harvest into winter, technically. Because I think what is the surefire thing that kills the ability to harvest is frost. And with this particular geo, I don't think there is much chance of frost in any part of winter, let alone the first early stages of winter. So I think technically we could probably harvest corn into probably early winter if need be, but that's not how the geo is set up. So pretty much we have until midnight tonight to get this field and our other two fields. Again, they're fields 2, 10, and 12. Those are the 3 fields that we need to get harvested before midnight. So I'm going to pause here, and we'll jump right back just in a few moments to see where we are at the end of harvest. Alright guys, so we're back. It's not midnight. We're not done the harvest. But, got to thinking, you know what? Maybe this harvester is doing medium compaction because the air is, the tires have all the air in them. So I brought it back here and brought it up to our air compressor, thanks to the compaction mod, and let some air out of it. And now we are listed as doing light compaction. So let's head on back and get back in that field and get back to work. This will definitely aid us in our efforts at trying to minimize the crop loss. That is for sure. We were already going to do compaction on the field, no matter what, simply because the amount of weight that this harvester puts on the ground. It's pretty much light compaction is what you're going to get no matter what with this type of machinery. Let's head on back over here and get the harvester started again. You can see where we were harvesting before the rain started, and it hadn't rained in probably 5 days or so. So we had the driest ground we could, the hardest ground we could. We were still doing light compaction at that point, so we're not doing any worse compaction now. We've taken a little bit of air out of the tires to increase the contact patch, so to speak. See how well this harvests now with the air out of the tires. A little concerned that when we turned it on, I saw the harvester hop up. A little concerned that we might not have enough ground clearance now. There's air out of the tires and we might not be able to turn properly. Just want to observe, see how this takes it. Picks the head up. I bet she's going to squat down quite a bit. Got Beth driving the harvester today. Let's see how the harvester picks up. see how it picked up. Seems to be going along pretty good. Still listed as light compaction, so that is pretty good. Just wanted to bring you all in and update you on that. So now we've got our 2 harvesters rocking and rolling again. It's going to have to play the game of keeping them both running with our gravity wagon and our grain truck. So I'll be right back with you. See how far we can get before either midnight or at what point in time we finally finish our harvest. Hey guys, we are just about up to 11 o'clock evening, and I have to say we are down to our final field of corn. Got both of our harvesters working the field, and as a matter of course, both our gravity wagon and our truck are full. We're gonna lead this road, lead this little train or convoy, I guess, up here to the silo. And rather glad I put this light pole up here a while ago. Down to the final hour, literally the 11th hour. Seeing how much corn we can finally get done. If we're going to have any left on the field, or if we're going to be able to get it all off the field. That is a question for sure. Looks like one of our harvesters has finished a part of the field. When we get back, we're going to need to get them working on the other side. Stop. There we are. We don't need now having problems here unloading. That's for sure. Now is not the time. I have issues unloading. Oh no! Well, that is certainly going to cause a problem. That will certainly cause an issue, won't it? Alright, well. Can I even reset that thing? Set it. To, sell it and buy it again. Yep. Alright, well. If all else fails. This guy. That's good. If all else fails, we'll just go dump at the main farm silo. Which gate up here somewhere. Of course, we can't see because of the glare of the headlights behind us. Whoa! And then we run into a tree because we can't see. There's the road. There's the gate. All right, here comes help. Turn on in here. Just oh. Sometimes the help just is not that helpful. That one there. Taking out my sign. See our dump in there. Everything was going great until I started recording this to catch you guys up on what was going on. Can't, it's not a selectable item there, so we're going to have to go to the store, I guess, and sell it and get it again. Buy it again. All right. Can't. 25 minutes remaining. Got one harvester harvesting, one harvester full. Oh. Let's get these guys empty so they can get back to work. If we have any chance of getting this field fully harvested before the end of the day. They're so close to each other. So close to being able to get this done. In fact, it looks like we got 2 passes left, maybe. Of course, he's going to be full before he gets to the end. Probably should have emptied that one first, had I known. Get this guy emptied. Thing is, this guy empties slow. It might be midnight before this guy's even done. But like I said, I was going to leave it at 5x speed. I did not touch the clock one bit. We were lucky we were able to get this field harvested by lowering the air pressure. Got this field finally done. We moved our harvester from 2 to 10 while we were wrapping up 12. Let's see, does he leave a little? We gotta probably get a little strip left, don't we? 2 rows, 3 rows. I'll finish this one off. And then I want to turn around and catch this middle. And we'll see if we maybe meet in the middle. 6 minutes to go. I'd like to get all the corn off the field if possible. This is when you wouldn't give for a harvester that goes a little bit quicker than 6 miles an hour. And one that maybe drives a little bit faster than 14 miles an hour. Get between the fields. 3 minutes. Oh yeah, we're good. We are in good shape. There you have it. 1 minute before midnight. And it is winter time. 0 hour. All the corn is in. All the soybeans are in. And our harvest season is complete. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider hitting that like button. That would be super, super awesome. Man, we gotta wash these guys. We do Let's Play videos here on Emerald Coast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are nearing the 2nd year of our 10-year gameplay. Tell you, it was a pretty exciting 2nd year. We were able to increase our holdings quite a bit, expanded our land ownership quite a bit, and I think year 3 is just going to be even better. So guys, until next time, Happy farming.